How you doing, everyone? Welcome along to We Turning It Home with me. Yeah, there's a bit, there's a bit of a banging session going on outside. The fireworks are going mad here for Halloween. I was telling Doug we have fireworks going. They started tonight, so if we hear any big bangs, that's what it is. It's not somebody trying to break into me. Anyway, I'll bring Doug in and he can say hello. There he is.
Hello, everybody. It is so good to see you.
He's very tired tonight after that big platter he turned.
I'm still bushed.
Right, I put Doug in the background and
All right.
explain what I'm going to do tonight. Let's see, there's a big Matthew in tonight. Not yet. Well, I'll be in here shortly. Okay, overhead. I have a piece of oak here, and I did measure there. Just forget. It's 4.5 wide, and it's almost 6 inches deep. And we're going to, as a wee tag said on the, we're gonna have a bit of fun. Uh, uh, Big Matthew is a member of our club, and last Tuesday night he demonstrated turning a pumpkin. Hopefully I pronounced that right. So I said I would have a go at it and do a pumpkin too, and see what I can change about it. So how do we go this afternoon? And I changed it a wee bit. He had a witch's hat in his, and I have. Well, I'll show you the one I have. I was going to keep it to later, but you probably be saying to yourself, "What are you talking about, Paul?" Yes, I mean, uh, we're going to make up a pumpkin, and you can put your sweeties in it for the kids. Okay. Now, Big Matthew didn't make it with the eyes on it or the nose. I just added those for a wee bit, something else, you know. So, and he had a witch's hat on it. So I went for the normal wee piece that sits on top of the pumpkin. It's like the big root thing, and it looks all right. It's all right. So that's what we're going to do tonight. Hey, you're saying to yourself, good. Okay, so I'm going to bring us down to the round, and we'll start to make a ball shape out of this. If you can imagine, a pumpkin is not totally round, so you can make mistakes with your roundness and stuff because it's never a complete circle. So I will rough this down to the round, and Doug will tell me who's in.
All right. We can do that. Yeah, you're exactly right. Pumpkins are not spherical, they are oblong, they are wide, they're who knows what all. Um, I thought
Mm.
about trying to grow one in a box one time just to see if I could make a square one. But anyway, let's see who all's in the chat tonight. Door 60 was first in, followed shortly behind by Norman Greenwell. Glad to see you, Norman. Malcolm Douglas came in. Hi, Malcolm. Pete is here. How are you doing, Pete? Brian Best came in. Hello, Brian. Roger Kent is in. Hello, Roger. Rob from Clings for Abrasives is in. Hello, Rob. Wibby Woodshed. How you doing, Andy? Who else do we got? Todd at Glen Cove Woodworks is here. Todd, I hope you're doing well. Raymond Wise. I've seen your name 2 or 3 times already today. Good to see you. Tony Smith. Good to see you tonight. Haley, jumped on me. There it goes. Haley Wooden Burl is here. Hello, Haley. Matt Ibbotson, glad to see you tonight, Matt. Yes, Matt. Matt says you can. I've seen it done. Yeah, I've seen pictures of them, Matt. They're crazy to look at, but I just never have done it. So I want to do it one time.
You should have maybe picked a better piece of wood. I've got a piece of oak here.
Oak
And
can be tough. Ask me how I know. That platter I did, I had over 6.5 hours of video, and there was at least another hour that I had a corrupted file. So I've got had some time in last week, Thursday and Friday, on that platter. My back still hurts. I'm just wore out, but it's okay. It's okay.
So I'm just going to bring this down to a round, and then we'll work on it, putting the shape on it. What should be here? Round now. Yeah, the big crack coming through it. Well, it's not a crack, it's a black line. Or is it a crack? I don't see the crack on the angry. So, don't know what that is. Anyway, so as I said, a pumpkin is not round, and we're just going to round it off to the shape I feel like it's going to work. Okay, so just increase the speed a wee bit.
Hope everybody's had a great day today. We've got a beautiful sunshiny day here in northern Kentucky. Got a little cooler today than what it has been. We're in the low to mid 60s outside. That's Fahrenheit. Not sure what that is in Celsius, but it's a little on the cool side. And we have not turned our heat on yet. We tend to push that pretty late in the season when we can. Did turn our little electric heaters on last night, but just for a few minutes while we were watching TV. That was kind of fun. But haven't turned the big house furnace on yet. Every time that comes on, I see dollar signs. So glad we haven't had to turn it on just yet.
So I need a tannin on one end of it. So I'll bring this side down.
It's not turning too bad for oak. It looks like it's turning pretty nicely, actually. MB Wood Turning has joined us. Hello, MB. Glad to have you. We just got started, so don't you worry about it.
You haven't missed much. We're just bringing this down, just sort of round. It's not going to be totally round. As I said, a pumpkin is never. I've never seen a round one.
No.
Even though I'm going for the round the shape I get, but it doesn't have to be. As long as it's near enough. We'll have a wee look at that and see what it's like. A couple. They are we sort of cracks. It
Mhm.
doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Right.
Well, and it's oak. Oak has that tendency to have those radial splits like that. It's
Yeah.
just part of it. Those
Right.
medullary rays open up.
I'm just going to get a quick sand. I'm not going to spend too much time on the sanding because we're going to paint this. Just take the roughness off it. And that's probably good enough for it. Yeah, that looks nice. Right, we'll get that in the chuck. So that's the more or less the shape for our wee friend. Big Matt's in the chat there. Seen him coming in. I told you I would do one, Matthew. I'll have to have a go at it. So this is the second one I'm making. I made one this afternoon. So I changed it from instead of the witch's hat on it, I put just a flat thing cap on it with the way the stalk comes out of the top. So we need to drill a hole and we need to take the inside of this out. So this is for Halloween and it's for the kids to put their wee sweeties in. So I have 3 grandchildren, so they'll love this. And I mean to have to make another one.
Peter said, "Know what you mean, Paul. Apples are not apple shaped, and no pair of pears are the same. And don't get me started on mushrooms unless they're sliced over bacon on a roll." That's the best way to have mushrooms is over bacon on a roll.
I just came across this big nail. I just got it in my hand. I don't know where it came from.
What in the world? Yeah.
I just was running my hand over there and I just caught it on the side of my hand. No, I don't know what's going
Strange.
on.
Matt says he's been looking forward to seeing a professional version since you said that last Tuesday. You tell him, Matt. Always cracks me up when somebody says I'm a professional or I'm artistic or something of that nature. I just laugh.
Yeah. You're just a wood turner.
I'm just a wood turner, yeah.
And we'll just spin the wood and see what we can make out of it.
Yep.
So I'm just going to make some room here to get this Forstner bit in a wee bit more. And
This is one of those projects you could have a lot of fun with it, putting different hats and different faces on them or
yeah,
no face, whatever.
it's just when I seen this last Tuesday night, Matt. I never even thought of a pumpkin for Halloween, you know?
Right? So somebody asked me about turning pumpkins. I said, nope, that means carving, and I don't carve.
Well, this is not carving. This is sort of chiseling by
Yeah, right,
power.
right. I know what you're saying. Yeah. I wasn't going to give them the opportunity.
This is power carving. The
Right.
big chisel.
Might have been a good excuse to go buy a new tool, maybe.
All right, tool rest is moving.
Yeah, Matt says most people carve, but I don't. I turn it all. No carving.
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
Okay.
And that's what you're doing, Paul?
Yep. Power covering. Uh-huh.
Well, good. I look forward to seeing this. Even if it was carved, I enjoy watching other people do it. I just don't carve myself.
Just going to use this carbide cutter. It's great on the end grain, and it'll be great down the bottom of this, I hope. Oh. Just stop that and clear the shavings out. See if we can see where we're going. Right. Okay. We're getting there. I'll just raise that a wee bit. Just to help. Do 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 do. So we've got one of those wee knobs at the bottom. I hit them at the bottom, and they're always the hardest to get rid of, especially when you're hollowing something.
Sure are.
Because you can't see where you're going. Just trying to pick the cut up and trying to get that wee knob. I think I got it this time. Oh, yes. So we need to change tools here again. And
Question for you.
I still
Question
don't
for
have the name for this. Go ahead.
Malcolm wants to ask you a question. He says, "Are you going to make pumpkin pie from the shavings?"
Not unless you want to eat it. I don't think you'll be spitting sawdust for
Yeah.
weeks. I don't know what you call this. It's a bought tool. It's not a made tool. Okay.
I'd just call it an offset scraper.
It's
Not
great for
really a
getting round
swan
the
neck.
corner.
Yeah. Not really a
Yeah.
swan neck, but it's just an offset.
So lets me get this top half here done, and then I can get the rest with a gouge. It's this all is the hard bit to get here. If we don't have a hook tool or a tool that's bent over to take that part away. So you don't want to make this too thin because you're going to have to do a bit of carving to the outside of this. So just keep that in mind if we choose to do one.
Rob from Copper Isle Wood Turning has joined us. Hello, Copper.
Hi, Rob. Oh, right. We'll just check that depth again and make sure we don't go too far. Right. I'm just You can see where I am. I'm just there. So I'm going to stop there because I want to take the rest of this round. The bottom, I want to go to finish the bottom off. So I'm just going to finish that wee bit in the inside, and that should more or less do the inside. I won't be sanding it inside, but it's coming out not too bad with this tool. And okay, stop again and take the shavings out of this. It's me. Right, I can take a wee bit more off the side. I'm at my limit here. The middle part, there's still a good bit of timber. I'll take a wee bit of it away. See, you don't know how well you're going to cut these ribs on this. And again, there's no, what's the word for it? There's no symmetry. Is it the word symmetry?
Sure.
To it, it's because if you look at pumpkin, it's not the one shape all the way around. It's all different shapes. So this is an easy project because you don't have to have a round spear to start with, and it doesn't involve a lot of sanding. Just don't want to take too much of that away. Let's see what we're like. Right. Just tidy the top of that up. Now, Matthew, if you're watching, I'm doing this totally different to yours, okay? Oh, look.
Oh, no.
Oh, no.
Got a little fin there.
You didn't do that. Oh, dear. That's buggered that up, isn't it? What I'm going to do now, Paul? Where's that? Can I stick that in? No, because it's in 2 bits. That's the problem with the oak. The radial rings like that. If you're hollowing it out. Right. Well, start again. You all right if I start again?
Yep.
There's not much I can do with that now. It's buggered, as you would say, you know. I could try. No.
You can make it a small bowl later, but yeah, I'm like you. I would start over, I think.
No, I'll start again, guys. I really wanted to do that. That's a pity that. There's plenty of wood there. Like, it's just, I think the radial lines just give away. I just want to cut into it. Yeah. Right, let's see what I can find. Well, not use oak again. Right, there's a bit of cherry.
That'll work.
That'll work. It's not the best looking bit of cherry, but it'll do. And everything was going great there. It wasn't going great at the start of the night, sure it wasn't, Doug. I was on the wrong setting for my live. I pressed the wrong button somewhere and I ended up in last week's.
Paul says there's nobody in the chat. I said, yeah, I've got 3 or 4 people in there. Turns out he was in last week's chat.
we'll just put this between centers and we'll bring it down to around. It's a gnarly piece of wood and it should be okay, he says with great enthusiasm. But it's only thing near enough the size I need to do this. And where are we? The bowl gauge. Well, we like to work with different things, and this is a test to see what we can do with this. Just watch the speed. This is between centers, and it's not very stable.
Brian says the Halloween ghost in the shed. Could be. Could be. Albert Dawson, how you doing, Al? Guess what we're making? We're making a pumpkin box kind of thing to put candy in to give out to the kids here in a few days. Started one out of oak that had some cracks that didn't want to cooperate, so we're going to start over. So you're right on time.
Just change out the overhead for you. Just have to watch this. Stop and have a look at and see. We'll look at the cracks in this thing. Oh no! Tonight's not going very well for me so far.
Wow, it's got some deep cracks, doesn't it?
Yeah, carry on with this or look for something else.
I think I'd go for something else.
So do I don't want that coming off and hitting me.
That piece is probably salvageable, but probably not for alive.
It's all right now, then, you see. Right. You're going to have to bear with me. I'm going to have to go out to the log pile and get a piece of log.
Not a problem.
I'm out in the dark. So if you hear me fall over, send help quick. Right, I've got a log. I've got a big log here, so I'm just going to cut a bit off it.
There you go.
Oh, you didn't expect to see this tonight. There's that.
While Paul is doing that, I'll share with you guys. I've had the goblins in my shop a little bit. My big bowl lathe is kind of. I think it's the.
Don't ask me what this is. Whatever it is, it's wet, and I think it's cherry.
It might be interesting.
Yeah, I think it's cherry.
I thought so when I saw the bark a while ago.
Yeah, I think it is cherry. I was given a whole lot of that there.
Yeah. Yeah, that's that what we decided before, some ornamental cherry.
Yeah. Well, there's no cracks running through it, I'm glad to say, but it's a wee bit on the top side, so.
Yet.
We'll just work with it. Well, the water will come out of it. Get rid of the bark. going to be a wee bit smaller than I planned, this piece, but it's a turning, so I'll just work with it. You can feel the water coming out now, the bark's off.
Mm-hmm.
Let's have a look at that to see, because while I'm rounding it, I'll probably take the rest of that off. So if I was to round that right down, I'd probably freaking end up with nothing. Right, so we'll go for a shape. And as I said, it doesn't need to be round, roundish.
Greg Alexander has joined us. Hello, Greg. Good to have
Welcome
you
along.
today.
Okay, we'll put a tannin on this again. Okay. Did I get rid of all the bark? I just want to check before I turn it around. There's a wee bit there. We'll get rid of that. I think I got it this time. Yeah. We'll just give it a quick sand and just to take any wee furry bits off. It doesn't have to be perfectly round and sanded because we're going to paint it for anybody that just came in. And this is the third go at this.
That's okay. There are just days that the wood doesn't want to cooperate. Till you find the right one. You find the right one, life is easy.
Right, I think that let me get in the chuck and we'll get it hollowed out again and get back to where we were before we had that misfortunate of an accident. And sometimes it happens like that and there's nothing you can do.
That's right. That's right.
I'm just going to turn that wee bit off that and then get the Forstner bit. Okay. That looks good. Where's my... Oh, there's it there. On. Keep in mind to plug the center of that. My knockout bar keeps going down the center of the... Oh, I can't get it out now. Oh, come on. There you go.
Look at you.
I must fix that. Anybody doesn't know what I'm talking about, that's what I'm talking about there. The center hole. Some live centers are blocked and it's easier to knock the center, or if you turn the handle, it'll soft exact if it have the wee flat pit on it. But mine doesn't. So it's
Looks
a
like
bugger to get out sometimes.
You may want to look at a larger knockout bar too, Paul.
Yeah.
That one looks a little small. Yeah, I'm glad you reached up there and grabbed that Jacob's chuck. I'd hate for that to pull out on you.
Oh, I do it all the time. I seen a guy demonstrating one night in our club and it came out and it was whizzing round in there. It came out of the tailstock and it was in there and it was going round like the clappers.
Scary thought. Scary thought.
And we're lucky he got it the lathe stop without it coming off.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, most people will talk about you don't need to have your hand on it when you're going in, only when you're coming out. And I would say in and out. I know you're pushing in when you're going in, but I don't like to see them spin in the quill. Tells me something's not exactly right if it's twisting in the quill. And you can get your Morse taper messed up if it's spinning in the quill. So it's not a good thing. Then of course when you're coming out, that drill, if the bit gets stuck in the wood for some reason, and there's a multitude of reasons why it might, then you got a super dangerous situation going on.
Yeah, it's a big bit of metal swinging around there. You don't want it hitting you.
Yep.
Right.
Your pin dropped out of your depth gauge.
I heard it falling, but I couldn't see what it was.
That's what it was.
Just get rid of this elbow stabber. See, there's the proper bit on the end of your centers. It should be like that there. It must be one of those cheap Chinese jobs I bought.
Maybe.
Maybe, maybe not. No, that's a good Robert Sorby one. Where is that? That's a Robert Sorby.
Is
it
it?
is. All right. I remember at the time it was dear.
Just gonna look on mine, see what I've got. It's a, I don't know who made it, where it came from even. No name, but it's a little smaller. Not as big as that big one of yours. But anywho. It's the one-way knockoff is what it is.
Okay. Looks right good to me. I think I was here at this position the last time. So I'll have to take more care this time. Right, that'll do. So I'll just tidy that up. And
Robert Boltwood has joined us. How you doing, Robert?
hi, Robert. Clean this up at the top.
You want to change your camera, Paul?
Oh yes, they are.
Roy's the boy has dropped in. Hello, Roy. And so you don't have to ask Roy. Paul is doing his Wayne the Woodturner imitation. He's on his third go round. Actually, the first two had some issues, and so this is the third attempt. We're almost, well, we are back to where we were to begin with.
I think the motto I learned there is not to use closed grain wood with radial rays around it. Something like this here that's nice and closed in.
Right. That's a little better wood, isn't it?
Yeah. And you'll find that hollowing out is a bit easier too, because it tends to cut lovely, even with that wee tool. Okay, let's see what that's like. Yeah. Right, that'll do for what we want. Okay, so what was I want to do there? I'll just run the sandpaper over the top of that. No needing to do a whole lot of sanding in this project. So, what did I do next, Paul? I forget. Did I take this down? I did. Took that down to near where its shape is. Right, I'll do that. My parting tool. Down about there, or here somewhere. Or just about there in the depth. So I just want to where's my spindle gauge? Oh, there's it. You can adjust the shape if you wish, but as I said, it doesn't need to be round because a pumpkin is not round. It's a round looking shape, but it's not a sphere. Right. Okay. Where's my... I want to take that off if I can. Now I'll have to change chocks. Get in there. Do, 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 do. But yeah, it's not big enough. It should be big enough. It should be. Yeah. Okay. So we don't need that anymore, so I'll put that away. The tool rest is, or my wee tool station is getting a wee bit overwhelmed here with the stuff on it. Right. I need to part this off. Okay. And put another sort of a tenon on the bottom or recess.
Haim Matza has joined us. Hello, Haim.
Just be careful when it's in like this. It's not being held quite well. It's an expansion and it's in the opening. Just be easy with the cuts because you could pull it out right and handy. Right. We'll just snap that off. Next row. Yeah, and I want to put a wee recess for to go into my chuck again when I need it later on. So that's too high. Bring it down a bit. Just want to check this. I never measured it and sort of going by looking at the size of the jaws in this wee thing. I think that will catch that all right. Yeah, well, okay. So that's that. Okay, so that's that part done. So we need to change tucks again. There's a lot of to and fro in this. We need my big spanner. I got this loose. Yes, we do need this chuck back on. Now you'll need to make two wee holders. This is the one for the chuck. That's the wrong key, Paul. What are you doing with that? Okay, that's that one. And back on our revolving center.
Terry at Heckenting Arts has joined us. How you doing, Terry?
Animate that one for that one. Okay, and this is going to hold our almost a sphere. It doesn't have to be. And the more you can get it, the more you can get this in this, the better. Okay. Okay. So just make sure it's not wobbling about. When I done this afternoon, I was sort of trying to remember what Matthew had done on Tuesday night when he was doing his, and I sort of forgot halfway through, and then I stopped it and I looked at it, then I remembered. So you have to be careful here. You don't go through and into the inside. Okay. So, because that would be very bad. Okay. So, we'll start to lathe up.
When the inside and the outside meet up, it's time to start again.
Yeah. Just go lightly. And just stop it and have a look to see where you are with it. You will cut into that a brave bit. So just be aware of it. I should have brought that out a wee bit more so it was more prouder. This is going to be awkward to do. We'll see if we can get away with it. So you're coming in from both ends. Let's see what that's like. I would like a wee bit more out of this here. You can see I'm coming right into my top. I'm not worried about the bottom. If this had been protruding a wee bit more out of this way, it would probably be the same as that the whole way around. But we'll try a wee bit more. So we're only going in the very bottom of it. And that's why I said don't take too much timber from the inside of it, or you'll end up going into it. Right. I think I'm all right. Let's try a wee bit more.
One more cut.
Right. I'm not going to tempt fate. I'm just going to give it a quick stand just to take any rough ends off it. And we'll move on to the next position. Matt, I know it doesn't look like yours at Tuesday night, so forgive me. I had to start this 3 times, or twice. So this is the 3rd time, and I've sort of lost my rhythm here where I'm going. So I am trying. But of all fields, I've got my Blue Peter piece that I can show you.
There you go. There you
Right.
go.
Okay. So, as I say, it doesn't have to be totally in the procedure of making it even. You're getting your symmetry right. You don't have to. I think the more offset it is, the better it probably will look. You'll see it in the R piece. For those who didn't see it at the start, I showed the piece that I made this afternoon, and it came out all right.
I could be wrong, and some of you who are better, you can see it in your head a little better than I can. But the way I'm thinking about it, it seems like it would be a little easier if you made the pumpkin body wider than it was tall. And I think that may be what you're saying,
Yeah.
Paul.
Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
Thank you, Doug.
I was thinking that earlier. If the body was wider than it was tall, then your heaviest cut would be right on kind of the equator area.
Yeah, just right there.
Right. Which would be fine.
And the thing about that, you don't have to be all the same depth. You can be random at it, because it will all look when it's all done. Where did I put that sandpaper? There's it there. So I'm just going with this. I didn't do it properly at the start. It threw me off a wee bit with that cracking. That would have been a perfect piece, that bit of oak, if that bit hadn't fell out of it. So you want to just sand these, just sand the edges over so they're not crisp. We'll see what that looks like. And that's not looking too bad. We're getting there. So you turn it around again and position it. Okay, and that will give us that one. See, that's running off a wee bit, so that doesn't matter. Okay, that doesn't matter one bit. That helps to make the pumpkin look like a pumpkin, if you know what I'm trying to say, you know. And you can make these wider, because if you look at a normal pumpkin, the shape of them don't match each other. They're all over the place. So that's okay. Oh, don't like that sound. That sounded very thin there. I'll have an Norby look at that and see where we are. You can see that one's sitting off to that side and that one's sitting off to the other side. So I'm quite happy to let that go at that. And
Alan Gibb has joined us. How you doing, Alan?
welcome along, Alan. This is take 3. In case you're wondering. We had we had one mistake, and the second bit of wood I had was not up to standard, so we have to go for the third piece after the first piece lost a bit. I don't think it was too my fault. I think it was the wood just.
Yeah, just the way the wood was acting today.
We're bringing it around again, for Alan and whoever just came in there with just before. We're making a pumpkin for Halloween, and as I said, Big Matthew made this last Tuesday night on our club demo, and I said I would give it a go because I've never seen anybody making a pumpkin before, so I like the idea of it.
Jerry Laddie has joined us. How you doing, Jerry?
When I was doing this afternoon, I was able to use my wee round nose scraper, this one, which gave me the right depth and gave me the cutting for that. You know, right? It gave me the right depth and all, and it looked better. Let's see if I can get. Let's see where. Let's see if I can get a wee bit in that one. Because the shape of the round nose scraper will just take that nose right in a bit better than the spindle gouge. Well, that's not too bad. So I'll sand that last wee bit up, and we can turn it around again and do the next part to it. How's it going, Matt? Is it going all right? Am I doing your piece justice?
Andy the Valley Wood Turner has joined us. How you doing, Andy?
Okay. So let's see. Right. So what you end up with is like a round sphere with a lot of grooves, like a pumpkin. Okay. Even though it's not round. Okay. It's never round. And that's all that is. A wee bit of wood fits on your revolving center to hold that, and one for the chuck. And that'll let you do that wee bit. Okay, so I want to put this back in to clean the bottom of this up because I need to hold it later. And I need to take a chuck off again. There's a lot of to and fro and taking chucks off and stuff. So right, What's that one? That should be it. Da 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 da. And we're back on with a wee small record power chuck. Now, I have weakened this quite a bit around the top, so I only want to tighten this up slightly. This is in expansion mode, so you can guess what will happen if you go too far. Where is my chuck key? It's on the floor. Oh, there's the knees again. Getting it. Okay. This will be pretty uneven because of the cuts in the top of it. So just check it's staying there when you tighten your chuck up, because it'll give you a false reading if you think it's held. It's not. Right. So I want to just tidy up the bottom of that so that I can chuck it again. And it doesn't need to be a whole lot, just enough to let me get it held again when I need it. And I think we'll do it with this big beating and parting tool, he says, with a wee bit of ooh. So the vibration will make this loosen because it's not tightened up properly for. Let's see where that is. That was the tenon it was holding on, so it needs to go down a wee bit more. So I'll use the spindle, guys, because that's doing a wee bit of vibrating. I'm going to go in that way with it and then out to meet the tenon, and just recut that again. That should be enough to catch that. I'll be turning that wee bit away later. I want to see what way that will grab for me. It's not important, but it's the easiest way I found of holding it. They let me get the lid, the top piece for the thing, and that does it, because I need to fix this to a flat surface.
Matt has said, you're doing fine. You had more problems than he did, but it's still looking fine. And he's exactly right.
So straight across the top. I just want to flat for the lid cap, whatever you want to call it, stalk, to sit on. I think that's flat. See, I'm not doing the same way Matthew done his. I'm putting like a wee lid with a stalk bit on it. So that should be that. I'll give that a wee sand. Okay. So that's that sanded. So that's a bit rough around the gills. Where's that sandpaper? Keep losing things. Oh, there it is. Oh, there's the bending down again. I meant to bring that stick out, that wee grabber for lifting things. It's still sitting in the house. So I'm just
still got to go get one.
So that's just tidying the top of that up. So you put sweets in this. It's not a finished piece. It's for kids. It's for Halloween. Okay, as long as the inside's not too rough. That's not too bad. You not get any cut fingers in there, but you get plenty of sweets in it, and you want to make it big enough to get some sweeties in it for them. Right. What am I going to do? Right, I'm going to give this a coat of paint now. And while that's drying, I'll make the lid. Does that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
And we'll change the overhead. So I run down to the shop today and I bought this plebe blue orange paint. Where's my brush? It's near like a. It is just ordinary acrylic, but there's a wee bit of a shine to it. This will probably need 2 coats. So we'll get a coat on it now, and then I can get a coat on it later, because it'll probably take a wee while for it to dry. This being a wet piece of wood, looking at the inside and what I've done to it now, it doesn't look too bad for drying wise. You probably could make it out of a wet piece because it would distort and what have you. And providing it wasn't too thick, it mightn't crack that much. But you want to make it out of something that's going to hold its shape. Okay.
Roy makes a good point. He said the insides of pumpkins are rough, so it really doesn't matter. You're right, Roy. Yeah.
Yeah. The whole idea is to make the outside something look similar to what a pumpkin can be shape-wise, and there's no right way and wrong way of doing it. I just do what more or less I have done. I'm copying Big Matt, and I'm calling him Big Matt because he's a big fella. He's 6 feet something, and so you might find you have a better way of doing it, and there's nothing
I
wrong
think
with
I
that.
like you flatten the top and the bottom a little bit, and I think I like it even better, Paul.
Yeah. Well, you want it to sit as well, and
Sure.
you want to have your top on it. So I'm just going to take that off and then paint the bottom part as well. This is where you get the fingers into it, and then it's all over the place. Right. Yeah. It's only acrylic paint, it'll wash off. So we'll just paint the bottom of that. We'll be turning that wee knobbly bit away later, but you can always hit it with the paint again. So there's nothing. I just wanted to get a coat on it while I'm making the lid piece, because there's a wee bit of carving in that. And I was looking at a couple of pumpkins, and it was in the Hobby Lobby, or what do you call that shop with all the stuff for crafts? Hobby something, Hobby Craft.
Okay. We have a Hobby Lobby here, but
and they had all sorts of pumpkins hanging up as you walk into the place, and I was on the wee look at them to see what the way the top was, and the top was like a wee stalk just coming out of the top, so it didn't even have an opening. So this is being made for kids to put sweets in, or I'm making it to put sweets in for the kids.
Yeah.
So this would normally come up the whole shape with the stalk bit, but holds it onto the where it's growing. So that's why I'm doing that, in case anybody's wondering. So I'll set that over there, and we'll make the top piece, and we're just going to make it out of an ordinary piece of pine. You can use any wood you want. Again, we need to take that chuck off and our normal chuck in. And the big spanner to loosen that. That. And I thought I would give it a set of eyes, Matt. I have these wee eyes I put in everything, especially on the snowman. And so I thought it would be a good idea to put some eyes on it and a nose. And you didn't do that, but I thought, yeah, I'll be different and do it different to you, and it sort of works, I think. So we'll get this turned around and the tannin put on it and put on the chuck. This is an old skid Matthew gave me a couple of weeks ago. Place he works in, I think, has them in with the lorries when they come in with the stuff on them. So that's not very straight, but it doesn't need to be straight. So we're just going to turn this down to the round and size it up for our lid, stroke, cap, whatever you want to call it.
Just a reminder, since UK town changed yesterday, ours doesn't change until next Sunday, Sunday week actually. No, sometime. Anyway, we haven't changed yet, so it's only 4 hours difference instead of the typical 5 hours difference. So, Kelly Dragonborn has joined us. Hello, Kelly.
Welcome along. That's not a name I've heard before.
Me either.
Just going to use my roughing gouge here and see if I can get. We want to put a tannin on that, so we'll get our parting tool if I can find it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. Kelly is Matthew's better half.
Okay, so that'll let us put it in the chuck.
Yes, I was right the first time. Our time changes this coming Sunday. Hate it when I try to confuse myself.
So I need a measurement of our opening of the said pumpkin. So I'm just gonna measure it over here. Either way, because it's still wet with the paint, so that's why I'm not bringing it over and just sizing it up. But I will, it probably will have to bring it over to try it on this. Right, okay.
Copper's reminding me to fall back next week, and I don't have trouble with that. It's just when. Sometimes I want to make it the second Sunday in November, not the first Sunday.
Just wanted to straighten that up. Okay. And then we can mark our size on it. And that's our size marked on that. Just use a spindle gauge here. So I'm sort of undercutting this so that it sits on the top of the piece, and I'll bring it over, and then I'm going to get paint all over me. And that looks okay. So we'll just need to reduce the width of this. That's a nice color orange, by the way. I must say so.
It is. It is.
Let's see. Right. And I forgot to tell you, this reset or the tannin here serves two purposes. I'll let you chuck it out to turn the thing around to finish the top of the lid. You know.
Absolutely. No sense in it being single purpose.
Nope. I'm just taking all this waste food away down because it'll just be in the way. And we'll just hit that with sandpaper a wee bit, just to tidy it up a wee bit. Take a sharp edge off it too. And again, you don't have to really sand this because you can do a wee bit of texturing on the top of it. Make it a wee bit rough to resemble the top of that. So I'm just going to bring the piece over again and check that goes in there, and that's lovely. Yeah, I'm happy with that. So we'll turn it around now, and we're going to do our wee bit of carving to the top. And need to change chucks again, Paul. Yeah, don't make that too small. Yeah, it's too small. I don't measure things. I guess them. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. So. Is that on? Okay.
It's a neat looking little chuck.
I think I did. I thought I wasn't going to get it there. I just managed to grab it there. That's a handy wee chuck, that size. And okay, I'm just going to bring the tailstock up a wee bit. To give me a wee bit of support in this, because this is only pine and it will tend to splinter and want to fly off and stuff if you're not too careful. These are skids with we get now and again. Matthew gave me these. They're only good for turning snowmen and Christmas trees out of. You know, that's all they're good for.
And
Could make
pumpkin
a
lids.
and pump. Yeah. Now you could decide to do a proper lift off lid if you want it, but I'm not going to do that. I'm going to carve a wee bit and make it look like the stalk.
Mm-hmm.
And I will be using the Proxon with this wee dangerous cutter in it. It is a wee, like a wee chainsaw thing. Make sure this is turned off before you plug it in, and you're not going to grab this bit. So
Todd's asking, what do you get when you drop a pumpkin? Squash. Very good, Todd. Very good.
Change tools.
Now, Paul, what is the RPM of that tool? It's fast, I know.
15,000 RPM.
15,000. Okay. I'm trying to come up with a poor man's version. I'm struggling. Well, my Dremel is 35,000, so it's even faster. Maybe too fast for what I'm thinking, though.
Maybe bits coming loose. Sorry. Yep, that came out. Where'd it go? Oh,
I was about to say, you don't want it flying out.
yeah, it did come out. I could hear it. It was vibrating, so I should have.
Right.
I should have stopped. There's only myself to blame.
Did you find it?
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah, got
See, in my shop, it'd go wherever my ring is, and it'd be gone forever.
it. I don't think you're getting it back, Doug.
Nope.
It's too
I don't
long.
either. No. I don't expect to find it.
Right. Just give a quick sand over. The rougher the batter, just saying, goes for this. It doesn't really matter about what shape it is or how smooth it is. It's meant to be rustic looking. And I'm just gonna roughen this up a wee bit.
That just seems so wrong. We usually want it glass smooth and no remnants of any scratch lines or anything. And here Paul's roughing it up.
Well, yeah, if it was smooth, it would look out of place.
Yeah, right. Exactly.
The rougher the batter.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Okay, that's that. I'll just give that a wee Take all the wee fairy bits off. Okay, let's see what that's like. That's lovely. Right. Painting time again. This is going to be brown. I was going to paint them orange, but I think it looks better brown as a lid. As a
Sure.
where's that our brush? So I'll just use it straight out of the thing. Oh, no more wee pots. So I'll just do it roughly. Get it all into the wee nooks. I'm going to have to take it off and do the inside bit. Where's that small key? Oh, there's it there.
It's not in your chuck.
Yeah. It's about somewhere. Right. That'll need another coat when it's dry. Just any wee bits you missed, because I can see wee bits where the texture it, where the wee bit is bit into it, it's showing wee bits of white. But we'll get it in the next coat. And that's dry. That's drying very quick there. Underneath that, it's near dry. Right, set that out of the way a minute. And we'll have another look at this base. Right, I have that on that, didn't I? Right. Just take that wee nubbly bit off the bottom so it sits flat on the surface. Again, just be gentle when you're expanding the jaws into the opening. Set that out of the way. It wouldn't be nice to go at this stage.
Be tough if you gave it just that little extra and broke it all the way down, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
Oh my, that's a good one, Todd. What do you get when you divide the circumference of a pumpkin by its diameter? Pumpkin pie.
Very good.
Now, Todd, if you come on to my live tomorrow and Zed is there, he'll appreciate both of those very much.
I'll just give that a quick.
I'm agreeing with you, Paul. That's got a little metallic sheen to it, doesn't it?
Doesn't it? Yeah. It doesn't say
Almost,
on the actual label. It just says acrylic.
right? Almost the
Definitely.
iridescent look, at least over the
Yeah,
camera it does.
it does. That's what I was looking at earlier. It does give you that effect that it may, yeah, we shimmer off it.
Mm-hmm.
Right, that's that wee bit. Okay. So, where's my wee platform? I'll set that on that, and then I won't have to handle it again. Where did I put that bloody key? Only had it a minute ago. Oh God, that's. Oh, there's it there. So, what was on the last place you look? And it, you find that?
Yeah, exactly right.
Right. So that's that on there.
Which typically is right where you put it.
Yep. And that's the thing. Now, if you imagine him with noses and eyes to go along with that one, that's my take on Matthew's pumpkin for the kids for Halloween for sweeties. And you can make them any size you want and do whatever color you want on there. You can make that green on the top, or you can do what you want with it. So I'm not going to stick eyes on that yet because it's still wet, so they're not stick. But that's what I'm going to put wee eyes and wee nose. So that's a wee look to see what it's like. So there
Terry's
you are,
having to
guys.
leave it. Bye, Terry. That looks great, Paul. Looks great.
Something different, and
Absolutely.
it just came in at the right time last Tuesday night because I was wondering what I was going to do tonight, and I don't like to repeat too much stuff, and it's hard to think of stuff that you haven't come up with because you can get fed up saying the same old thing over and over and over again, But anyway, I try my best. Anyway, there you are.
Good.
I hope you if you have grandchildren, you'll be going into your workshops and making a couple of wee pumpkin people for them, and you can put wee small sweeties in it, and they can have them to keep.
It's a great project. Really good project. I like
Thank you, Matt. You like that?
it.
you know, uh, it was. I was thinking twice about doing this today, and when I've done this one this afternoon, here's me. I'll give it a go, and we'll go with it because it's a nice wee project. There's not a lot of. You don't have to be an expert to do that. It's rough turning at its best. It doesn't have to be a precise round sphere, and it doesn't have to be precise on the cuttings. For your dividers, whatever you want to call those segments. It's in it. You have it has to look like a pumpkin, to make it that to resemble it in some sort of way. And you can do whatever you want at the top of that. I just done that and that one today. You could put a hat on it. Matt put hats on them, wee witches hats. It's a good idea. There's nothing wrong with that. I just thought I would do something different. And there you are, guys. I will change cameras and speak to you all. So there you are. And I am glad you all dropped in tonight. Thank you, Brian, Robert, Malcolm, Raymond. Thank you. Everybody in the chat, thank you for coming in. And as always, I'll bring Doug in. or remove, Doug. Oh, sorry. I keep doing that. I keep pushing the wrong
I
button.
think you're trying to tell me something, Paul.
You know, I wouldn't do that on you, Doug. I wouldn't do that.
Nah. Anyway, that's a great project. I'm glad you did that. It's good.
It's something different, you know, and it's a bit of fun. That's all it's about. A bit of fun. You know,
Sure.
if you didn't
And
have fun in your workshop, it wouldn't. There's no point in going in it.
exactly. Turning
You know,
should be fun for us. Yes,
yeah.
absolutely.
If we take it too serious, then it's not a hobby. It's more of a chore. You know, go out there and enjoy it. You know, that's what it's all about. And you can
Right.
make something. If you can make something, it's even better.
Mm-hmm. Yes, it
And if you
is.
don't make anything, but this big pile of shavings on the floor, sure, that's all right too. So
You
I
got
will
fire
say,
starter.
I will say cheerio and good night to you all, or good afternoon to wherever you are, and hopefully I'll see you next week, and
All right.
I'll see what we'll get up to next week. Okay, guys. So I'll say
Sounds good.
cheerio, and
Cheerio. Bye bye,
Doug will
everybody.
say bye.